We're starting off high.
We can get
I think
two fools agree on that one. Oh, by the way, look, we got the wide shot.
There was you had accountability. Now what I can
Now all you need is a podcast and a YouTube channel.
No, not even.
Where give me the money. Show me the money.
Apparently there's a Foolproof page.
Shoot the J. Shoot it. Live on Facebook.com/Foolproof Entertainment Network. I need you on Twitter. I need you to repost the Facebook pages.
To raise a human before I would
Trust a human to raise back wolves?
before I would trust a pack of humans to raise wolves.
Right. I hear you. Yo, what up, fools? Welcome to another edition of Do Fools Agree. As always, I'm your host, Michael Reggie, here with my main man, Clifford Jordan Jennings.
Bonjour, motherfuckers.
That might be my favorite response to this yet. Goodness gracious. Sorry about the late start. I had internet issues and was trying to get something set up for possibly a little game time for us in here in a little bit. And
you on the WPT.
Yep, the fucking white people time, man.
You know?
How about you been? How's your week?
I don't think I can complain. It was short.
It was short. That's good. I think.
Yeah, it was short, I believe. Yeah, the 7th. So this is the short week.
Yeah.
But
Sure,
you know how it is. The short ones
off.
don't really feel short.
No, because you just squeeze 5 into 4 or 3 or whatever it is.
Right. And if you got a job where you got to get certain shit done per day, you come back to more work anyway. So it's like, but I mean, we made it, nigga. We made it.
We here. We still standing. And then so I finished up really what I needed to do for the day by midday, and no one was really around, so I'm like, all right, I'm just going to take a half day of PTO. And I took A-Reg to Zumbizi Bay.
When today?
Yeah. And despite the fact that it was pretty cloudy all day, I'm burnt.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I'm feeling it. Actually, I did pretty well with sunscreen, but we missed the spot. And I say we because Andrew was getting my back. But top of the shoulder blades, like right through here. Like,
You ain't stood down for him.
Man. So I feel that.
You should have been able to get that your motherfucking self.
No, I should have. It's completely on me. But yeah, we had a good time. So.
This ain't your first divorce summer, motherfucker.
It's the first one I've been able to do anything. Last year I worked like 65
that
days straight. So
touche. On guard, touche.
On guard. So you got any inadvertence to get us going today?
I do.
All right, let's hear it. Because I'm not sure how well this game's going to work out. You're either going to get really into it and it's going to be one of our best episodes ever, or you're going to pull a Cliff and be like, nah, I don't really like this. I'm just going to pout over here and just pretend that I don't want to take part in the conversation.
Well, for the sake of entertainment, I shall do my best.
All right. Because I think you can be wild with it, and I think I will try to keep up with you. But you're likely to win this game.
Well, I mean, what?
Well, we'll get to it. Tell me your inadvertent
I'm just
first.
saying. What is? That's not news. That's not news. This isn't cornhole.
This isn't cornhole, or Yeah, I guess cornhole was the big one, huh?
Yeah.
Because you did well in Cube, and then you slotted freaking Can Jam, which I haven't seen in years.
Don't put me with a frisbee. I mean with a frisbee, baby. And I said I was going to too.
And now that just means that you need to come next time we go to Buffalo for camping. You need to come with and be my Can Jam partner.
Oh, no, I got it. I'm amazing with a frisbee, baby. And the crazy thing is, I was only floating them up there so my daughter could be a part of the game. Because I can hit that bitch on my own every time. If you run it in the hole, I guarantee you 1 out of 3 shots is going directly in that slot.
Well, just remember, we also had it like 15 feet closer than it's supposed to be. So
it wouldn't matter. You can back it up, baby.
back it up.
Back it up, baby. I'm backing up, Terry. I'm trying to tell you, it don't matter where you put that motherfucker. I'm a can jam it.
You know what? I think we are going to introduce a whole new audience to Can Jam, and that's perfectly all right.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it.
I got it when it comes to yard games. I've been looking at houses just so I have a bigger backyard so we can play yard games.
For real? I mean, that little setup ain't bad, though.
Out there in the median. Yeah, but it's not ours.
What's that mean?
I mean, I want my own space. And it was fine. You're right.
Just like a conqueror. Can't share the space
landowner.
Alright. This motherfucker want the space. Well, buy the median then, motherfucker.
Really what I want is that house behind me for something awful to happen to it while there's nobody there. And I can buy that land.
That ain't what you say. Because now if a Lemony Snickets takes place, trust and believe they're going to be knocking at your door.
I mean, there's enough dirt that goes down over there, I'm sure.
Well, alleged.
You don't have boarded up windows and that many security cameras for no reason.
Listen.
And maybe it's all legit. I don't know.
I was about to make a joke, but it's best that I keep it to myself.
All right, where's this fucking inadvertent thought?
I may be funny, but I'm not stupid, motherfucker.
I may be smart, but I say some dumb shit sometimes.
Listen, but the show is right or the title's right on brand.
Fools.
Mm-hmm. My inadvert though, it's somewhat conspiracy-ish.
Is it?
But what's
we've been good in the conspiracies lately. That's part of the reason why I'm like we need to do something different. But we can ride it to start.
But I mean, you can't deny weird shit's going on, so it makes sense that we would be, riding that wave as it's happening. We just surfing that wave of entertainment, and right now, what's entertaining is the weird shit that's happening.
Were you the one that sent me? Harvard professor believes he has his hands on alien technology. Or did someone else send that to me randomly?
I don't think.
Oh, man. So I don't think I just have the conspiracy algorithm now. All right.
But my conspiracy is behind Jamie Foxx.
All right, Jamie Foxx.
And it's not like one where I think he passed in the hospital or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he probably had some sort of experience because of that, though.
I mean, even beyond experience, I think that I almost made another joke. That would have been a little borderline.
Oh, it was the REITs that sent the Harvard professor.
Oh, was it? See? Not even your mom on that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, my mom's always been good for that stuff. We've been to Area 50. She and I went to where Area 51 supposedly is in Nevada, right? Yes, we did that as when we went to Vegas, we went and explored.
Y'all traveling through the Google blackout zone. But yeah, Jamie Foxx, right? So I think clearly that they're downplaying the situation, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay. Can you explain the situation? Like he got a stroke or
something that they said.
That's what I thought it was.
And he ended up being in the hospital, and I think it like turned into a coma for a couple of days or something crazy. Something crazy. Don't get me to playing telephone about what happened to this man's health. I'm not about to perform no HIPAA violation. All I'm saying,
I just wanted to make sure it was like something like a stroke.
I know it started with a stroke. I don't know if it went as far as to the extent of what I said. It could have. I'm just recounting the thing, putting a little seasoning on it, Salt Bay in the situation.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, everybody else around the whatever you call it, social media world were, you know, indicating that something had happened to him.
Okay.
And then you had his close friends like Kevin Hart and all them saying that he's out of the hospital. He's been to visit him, you know, but everybody was still like, well, where is he? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's hiding.
Yeah, I mean, and I think the only reason why you would is if you have like some issues with your face.
I mean, that or I mean, I can't blame somebody for wanting privacy after a probably near-death experience. Like, and if you're that big, like, Jamie Foxx has money. If he wants to disappear, he can disappear.
Right. No, I mean, I completely understand that, but then a part of me is like, but that's what you're here for. You know what I mean? Like,
so you think there's something more going on.
You signed the contract, which means if I'm going to be an entertainer, an icon, somebody who's, you know, makes his money off of the fans that love him, there is no hiding. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know that like, I agree with that.
Even if you come and, you know, do a quick little interview, I'm going through some health things. I'm getting over it. I appreciate my fans for rooting for me, and you back in your bed.
Yeah.
But to not be seen or nothing is kind of weird to me. Like, just as Jamie Foxx.
Well, to your point, maybe there are like deleterious effects, and you never let him see you hurt.
I mean,
especially as a, you know, I would say especially as a black man in America, you never let him see you hurt.
That's hard for somebody like me. I just say, now's your best shot. You better tackle a wounded deer, because I'm telling you right now, now's your best shot. But nah, something's going on with him. It's deeper than what's really going on, because I seen him on Hulu.
Okay.
Wasn't on a comedy special, wasn't on a music interview, wasn't on a movie, wasn't on nothing you would know Jamie Foxx on. It was like an insurance commercial.
It wasn't one of the DraftKings commercials, because I feel like those.
No, definitely wasn't a DraftKings commercial. It was like an insurance commercial. It was something real weird. I don't know. I'm gonna have it by the next time, because they play it on Hulu all the fucking time.
I haven't seen it yet,
but
I've actually tricked the Hulu algorithm, by the way, real quick. So remember how I was complaining about Bread Guy showing up on my feed, on my like Hulu ads?
I don't even know who Bread Guy is.
So my former company, they're advertising, and it was just frustrating to continue seeing them.
I think I do remember you saying that then.
Well, now I've tricked the advertising, because now the commercials I get are.
What's that?
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Well, I think that's everybody's. That motherfucking duty. That's all I see is Jared and Now the motherfucking Haunted Mansion 2 coming out, and they showing him in Rosario Dawson back to fucking back. I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
But the first time I seen this commercial with Jamie Foxx, a flag popped up, but I didn't pay attention to it.
Okay. Like
you know what
like
I'm
a country flag, or like, is that what you mean?
No, I mean in my head, like
okay.
a red
like
flag
flag
popped up. You know,
you.
like when something seems off, usually I get like a feeling like, like this ain't right. Something's not right about that. But because it was a commercial and because I don't really give a fuck, I just overlooked it. Then I just so happened to see it again 2 days ago, and my inadvert came to me. And I thought to myself, is Jamie Foxx the first celebrity that they're trying to introduce that CGI shit on?
Like AI generated?
Yeah, because Bruce Willis was the first one to sign off on it. But let's keep it a buck. Nobody wants to see Die Hard 12. There's nothing you can use Bruce Willis for. There's not a seventh sense. There's not a sixth element. It does. There's nothing else.
I don't know. Fifth Element you could do again.
There's nothing else we can use. We can use Bruce Willis. I'm just playing, not use, but you know what I mean.
I mean, the one I hear for him is go do a Die Hard prequel with a young Bruce Willis.
That would be interesting. That would be the perfect, alley-oop for an AI generated person. And I think it would make sense because you expect to see AI generation with a young person. You saw that with Will Smith and Gemini Man.
Yeah, and I think too on top of that, and I don't know. I'm assuming the Actors Guild the Screen Actors Guild didn't end up going on strike, but I can't remember. I haven't paid attention this week.
I thought they are on strike.
Are they? Did they end up?
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay. So a lot of that is about streaming revenue, AI, there's a lot of pushing back against AI right now.
Right.
And I don't think you can stem the tide. Here's the thing. Fine. The major companies go ahead and say, all right, we won't do this. What's to stop independent filmmakers from stealing likeness and putting it out there? And yeah, they get sued over it, but
money's made.
Right.
Or at least the chance was taken.
Right. Because you already know what's coming on that front.
If we was smart back in the day when we was making music, we would have jacked somebody's shit on purpose. Just so they sued us.
Because guess what? No publicity is bad publicity.
Get that pump out there. Who's this young dude that took his shit? It would just have to be a banger. Like a banger. But as long as it was a banger, we should have just jacked somebody's shit and really pushed it like it was our own.
I mean, it did have that kind of stuff happens all the time.
Right. But well, no, I wouldn't even see. That's the issue. I know my head's getting wrapped up, but I wouldn't put it on a mixtape. I would put it on an album, and I would promote it as a single on my album. I'll make sure they knew. I would name the album, this is not a mixtape. I would give them I would hang the steak in front of the dog. I would give them all the things. The only thing that they could do if they were smart would be just to leave me alone and not,
just ignore it.
Because that's what he wants. We can tell that's what he wants.
That's all he's going for.
The song would be called Sue Me. I'm trying to tell you. I ain't playing with these hoes. But just to wrap up the Jamie Foxx. The only reason why I say that is because making a joke about Bruce Willis, although it be true, Jamie Foxx is the kind of actor who's in everything, and if he's not in everything, he's in every other thing.
Right.
And what we know about people who will sign their rights over, but
I'm assuming Kevin Hart has as well.
Signed his AI rights.
I'm assuming.
No, you
don't think so?
I bet Kevin would never.
No, because he'll just show up and be in whatever movie.
That's what I'm saying. I bet he would never. I bet he would never. He wants his bread. But I just don't see a able-bodied person, somebody who still has skin in the game, to ever sign that over.
No, and you know what? You're going to start seeing that pop up in, like, wills and stuff. Like, I forbid my family from signing off on my likeness and ruining my legacy.
I could see that.
Like, that's the big thing is, like, you get families that don't want to work next generation or the generation following and being like, yeah, I'll sell grandpa's likeness. Go put him in that movie.
Right.
Because they haven't done shit.
Right.
Hey, Mom, I'm
hard times for years. Let's sell grandpa.
Right.
But yeah, I just don't see an able-bodied person doing it. And the only person that would do it is, like I said, somebody who's on their way out. And if you're on your way out, the powers that be, I'm not saying who, is like, what can we use you for, really?
Right.
Like, why? Like, we appreciate you doing it, and we may have something in the future, but we're not going to use. We're not working on projects behind this.
Well, and that was the fear that I've heard about it, is that you end up getting to a place where, like, no new actors can break in. It's because they just cast old AI. You want to stay.
And no, fuck that. Fuck the AI shit. And I'm glad you brought up Kevin Hart, because if I see his face again, it's to the point now I've seen and heard him so much that I get a visceral reaction. Like, this motherfucker again? God damn.
Body shot.
Secret Life of Pets. I can take him better as a bunny.
He does. I do like him in animated stuff. I do like him doing voiceover
Right.
work.
He has a good, voice for that. But to just, nobody wants something all the time. Nobody wants steak every day. Nobody wants sex all the time.
Well, Jennifer Lawrence, like, was like that for 5 or 6 years, and then she disappeared for 3 or 4.
And that's because she's smart. Think of a few of your favorite things and ask yourself if you want it every day.
Right. Well, I mean, that's why they got rid of Jonathan Majors.
I don't even know if it was an everyday thing. See, that was, I think that was in your, like, microcosm, I guess you could say.
I mean, but he was in, like,
he was
6
in Marvel,
movies
and he
back
went
to back
to Creed,
to back.
Right, and he was in a couple of.
He was in Devotion. Like, it wasn't just like he was in a war. He was in a war movie. I think it was Devotion.
Okay.
Tuskegee Airmen, I think.
It's something else that I'm thinking of before. It was like a old black movie. Like
he was in that. He was in movie. Probably, but he was also in. Was it the HBO show Lovecraft Country, and then he was also in the Wild West thing with
The Harder They Fall.
Yeah, The Harder They Fall.
Was it the fake Malcolm X movie?
Maybe, although I don't remember
that 12
dropping.
Meet at Chicago or whatever.
Oh, yeah. The Miami, One Night in Miami.
That, whatever that was.
I can't remember if he was in that or not, but he might have been.
He was in something like that. That's what's making me think of it. But I don't know if it was
that was another movie thing. And I think I talked about
he
that.
He was just getting to his breakout. Like when he got that Marvel shot before he got the Creed, when he got that Marvel, Ant-Man shit, that was when it was like, okay, like that's the equivalent of your Young Jeezy or your 50 Cent.
Well, he broke out. Song. He broke out with Lovecraft Country on HBO. That was his breakout.
Yeah, right.
And then he got Creed, and then he got Quantumania, and he was going to be like the big bad in Marvel. He was the new Thanos.
Right.
And, right. You know, if he's acquitted, I don't think Marvel's cut him yet. So if he is basically exonerated on all this
that
stuff,
shit is getting old, G.
Well, in Marvel,
that shit is getting old.
What's interesting with Marvel is Marvel will cut somebody fast, but then bring them right back. Like they did it with James Gunn, the director.
Yeah, that shit's getting old. I mean, I understand the court of public opinion, but like,
no, I'm with you.
We know motherfuckers lie. We know shit is not as it seems. Like, we know that factually now. Now that everybody has a camera on everything, we understand that nothing that you see is exactly as you see it.
Right.
Nothing that you hear should be believed as you heard it.
Right. Because it's always going to be taken out of context. It's always going to be a snip.
Right, just like Jamie Foxx went from a stroke to a coma in my conversation.
Right.
It's good, like shit will get, blown out of proportion very quickly. So I think it's very old for motherfuckers to be quick to drop a gavel before all of the facts have come out.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on that front.
That shit played out.
That's actually the reason why I like listening to Kristian Harloff and the Schmoes No crew, because he always approaches situations like that. Like, he's always like, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Here's what it means for the universe if they make this decision versus this decision.
Right.
And I appreciate that about him and the folks that he works with on that show. Or on his little group of shows.
Shit, I question myself like a crazy person.
Right.
Probably because I'm a crazy person, but
no doubt.
I always try to put myself on both sides just to, I have no problem attempting to prove myself wrong, my initial thought wrong. Because I always question, because probably I'm a crazy person, but that also may be what makes me sane. I don't know. Shit works out that way.
A crazy person wouldn't question whether or not they were crazy.
Right. What they would just think they're saying.
I think so.
Listen, I think crazy is like autism. I think we're all on a spectrum.
Yeah.
And the more you see the things take place in this world, you're like, yeah, of course that's correct. You know what I'm saying? Of course that's correct. Like, I just don't understand it. I meant to say last week on the podcast, I seen a titty bright and early. Just cause, I just wanted to say that. It wasn't like a titty that was shown. It was like a public titty. Now, I was at the Speedway just getting my coffee, and this young lady was changing in the parking lot, like in a spot right in front of the door. So, of course, you could see her through the window, and it was like, it wasn't like she was changing like asshole naked, but she was like, she had a pair of overalls on, and she was changing her top under her overalls.
Gotcha.
But she was outside of the car, like standing up outside of the car. Next thing I know, the police pull up. Right, and I'm cool with like the store manager or whatever, so he explaining to me like, this chick has been in the parking lot here since 2:30 in the morning. He said, when I first got in to work at 5, she had all of her clothes in the car spread out all across the parking lot. Like she was like that was her closet, and she was a GTA motherfucking character. She was just walking up to every different outfit. Like, I'm gonna go with the overalls, and she must have been very indecisive if you changed your shirt that you put on before your overalls, right? Because the one smart thing about your game plan here, ma'am, was at least you did your wardrobe change before the shift started. Before anybody pulling into the parking lot, you good. That's probably why your clothes are spread out on the parking lot, because you was doing that so early. Wasn't nobody around. Didn't nobody need a coffee. Coffee wasn't on the brewer yet. It was still early. Now, why you still didn't have your wardrobe together, Beyonce, by the time it was 7:30 and everybody was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed walking up in that motherfucker? That's why the police ended up being there. And I say all this to say, just to round it all the way back, is she wasn't an unattractive young lady. She looked like she was probably anywhere from 26 to max 31.
Okay.
And she, like I said, she wasn't unattractive. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, crazy has to be on a spectrum. It has to be. And I think certain things trigger certain people's crazy. I think people could think that they were stable and cool the whole life until they run into that one trigger that's like, and you're like, oh, so you crazy like the rest of us, huh? You didn't know that was your trigger. All right.
I actually subscribe to this theory.
You know what I'm saying? Don't hop out the shower and not step on the bath mat, and the next person walks in and sits on the toilet and drops their pants, and then when they pull them back up, the bottoms of their jeans and pants is all wet. That's clearly one of my triggers. But I would imagine that would be a universal trigger.
Probably, yeah. I can't argue with that.
You know, I don't know. Let the games begin. What's next?
All right. So we're gonna see if I can make this work the way I'm planning here. So hold please. But the game that we are playing is called Superfights.
My fan went out, and I saw that in there. I wanted to know what the Superfights meant.
Yeah.
Do I have my? All right, while you're getting set up, give me 1 second. I'm about to grab this cord.
All right. And as we're trying to get this going, we'll see if we can make it work. All right.
Woo. Woo there.
Woo there. I gotta drop that a little bit more.
All right, we back.
You back?
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, that's better. That's better there. Oh, look what he got going on. Whose hand is that?
This will be your hand. And the object is you take one white card, one black card, and if I need to move them around, you just tell me.
No, you were good where they were.
All right.
Nah, I can't see the low black now. Put it over. Yeah, right up the other way.
Yep.
Right there.
Right there.
Bang bang. Okay.
And you're gonna select one white card, one black card.
Uh-huh.
And then we're each gonna get one more black card that we don't get to choose. And then we're gonna make our argument for who has the better. Who's going to win this super fight?
I think this is really a DMV eye exam. You trying to
well, that's why I was actually.
No, I got it. No, we were good.
Could you see the white ones? No, I was worried about the white ones.
Yeah, no, I saw.
So the white one is your character. The black is their superpower. And once you've selected, and you don't have to tell me which one, just say 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm
1,
about
2,
to,
3.
Right. I'm about to have a blast with this.
All right, I have selected my one white card and my one black card. And I can't really read what you've got, so that's where I'm saying tell me.
How does this work now? I got to pick my character
so
to
you pick,
beat yours?
Right,
or?
So you pick one white card, one black card, and then we're each going to get another black card. And then we have to make arguments about why ours would win in a fight.
I like that.
And we'll go like 3 minutes each in terms of arguments.
You already picked your two?
I have my two.
Take the two middle for me.
The two middle?
No, yeah. That's the ones I'm going with. Yep,
All right. And then you will also get that as your superpower.
That's not a superpower?
I'm just telling you that's what it's called. All right. So, Cliff, in the battle of the T-Rex that throws burritos and is armed with an axe.
Oh, shit.
Who do you have?
I got Abraham Lincoln that can control machines.
Oh, all right. And
but I guess he also has vertigo.
All right, you want to go first? In terms of making up your argument as to why Abraham Lincoln controlling machines?
I mean, there's not really much argument to be made. It's very clear if you think about it. We saw what he did with slaves. If he could control the machines, he whooping anybody's ass, whether he got vertigo or not.
So what machines is he going to control?
Well, I don't know. Are we stuck in the,
Do you want to set, present day. Present day. Nope, present day. Abraham Lincoln, back from the dead.
He got AI slaves, but... And then, you know what? Yeah, because we know what his emancipation meant, so they gonna work regardless.
Well, Cliff, I'm sorry to tell you that there's no way that Abraham Lincoln is beating a T-Rex. One, because it's a T-Rex. Two, as soon as he goes to do something with machine, he's getting hit in the face with a burrito. And the burrito is going to have hot sauce and and hot salsas in it. And when that gets in his eyes, he's going to be trying to control the machines without knowing which way they got to go. And then the T-Rex isn't even going to... What? The T-Rex is going to step on the Tesla. It's not worried about a Tesla.
The Tesla drives itself. So these AI, these robots...
They're designed to move around. They're designed to go around things. Stop.
Nah, they designed... AI is designed to solve problems, so they may not even have to touch that T-Rex. They might run it into a big fucking bear hole.
No. I think once the T-Rex throws his burrito and blinds Abraham Lincoln, then Abe's going to think, oh, shit, the T-Rex is going to eat me. And the T-Rex isn't going to eat him. The T-Rex is going to get hit by the car, and he's going to fall forward, and those tiny little arms are going to have this axe. He's just going, like a hatchet, like the dude with the hatchet.
Swing radius is he could damage himself. We're not worried about that axe. So that axe is dead to us. That motherfucker ain't hitting by his feet with them little ass arms. So fuck the axe. The burrito, all that T-Rex is a Hooters waitress. Because what you're doing is you're serving Abraham Lincoln, and then you about to get fucked by the AI and all that when they jump on your motherfucking ass and you ain't swinging no axe.
All right, well, you've heard the arguments, audience of the fools. Write a comment, leave a comment if you're listening to this on the podcast. Let us know who won, the T-Rex that throws burritos and is armed with an axe, or Abraham Lincoln controlling machines, but he's got vertigo.
It doesn't matter how dizzy that nigga is. The machines got him, baby.
I don't know if I agree. I'm not seeding this one.
You seen iRobot, motherfucker? How many of them you think is really out there? Hella of them.
There aren't enough robots to take down a T-Rex.
Listen, Abraham Lincoln about to ship the motherfuckers over like they did us from Africa. And you gonna see the China AI, the Japanese AI. Lord knows we don't want to see that Russian AI. That motherfucker probably looked like Tony Stark when he made his Iron Man suit in that cave.
All right, round 2. Hopefully this one you can see a little bit better. I think if I stack them.
Yeah, that is better.
That's what I was trying to do last time, and then you told me no. All right. So those are your options.
So Abraham Lincoln's still in there?
Oh, no. That should have been swapped out. My bad.
Look, you trying to cheat me.
Well, I mean, if you think he made it to the second round, jeez.
No, he definitely did. He just proved it. I don't even know who. Oh, I know who that is.
I mean, if you don't know, hopefully you know at least one of the 3. Oh, I think I'm going to have you on this one.
No,
maybe not.
So.
Maybe not.
I don't think so. I'll be looking at my cards.
What am I keeping? Or what are you keeping?
I'm keeping the closest white one to you.
This one?
Yeah. And I'm taking the middle black one.
All right. Similarly, I will select mine. Yeah, I think I have to go with those. All right. Your secondary power. And my secondary power. All right. All right. So, you want to go first? Who do you have? What do you got here?
I got Chuck Norris. Armed with a portal gun. Whose tongue can stretch and move at will.
Whose tongue can stretch and move? Oh, shit.
Yeah, that sounds pretty right on.
I feel like that this may be a massacre. You may win this one.
Oh, for sure I do.
I have a Spartan who is made of mirrors, but is a tween.
I feel like you just created a crash dummy. Like that was somebody to just get beat on. What I did was I created Rick from Rick and Morty, but this nigga doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the world down. And then he can please a lady at the same time.
Well, as you're pushing the world down, this tween Spartan is going to be listening to some awful Gen Z music, probably trap music, which is going to make Chuck Norris's ears bleed. And as he's pushing the world down, the tween is just going to try to do the worm in front of him because he's made of mirrors. And he's going to blind him. And as soon as Chuck goes to cover his eyes, he's going to go, "This is Sparta!" And kick him in the face.
You can't do that. You can't do that. This nigga got a portal gun. That means on rep number 8, he shoots straight down at the ground and falls into his portal and pops back up on top of the motherfucking... Listen, I'm trying to tell you, that tongue is a mean motherfucker. And I don't know if you can choke a mirror, but you can choke a Spartan.
I mean, like I said, I've got to secede this one. Chuck Norris beats tween Spartan.
Hey, he's a tween. How hard is he swinging that sword? And is it a sword or is it a mirror, a shard of a mirror?
I'm going to go shard of a mirror.
We know well, that's a lot of bad luck, but everybody's broken a mirror or two. And I'd be more scared of a sword than a shard.
Mine are usually side view mirrors attached to cars.
Yep. I can't. I protect no lies.
Where's the lie? Is that too far? Do I need to scoot those up?
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. In round number 3 of Superfights, we'll play this until we get to an hour, and then we'll decide whether or not we want to stop.
I don't like my options.
Ooh, I like mine this time.
Oh yeah, I think I might have to listen, we a straight shooter. We going right down the middle.
Right down the middle, these two?
Yeah, like doing down the middles again.
All right, and then I am going to... Man, I want to keep... I don't know.
You want to what? Win?
All right. Here we go. And your second superpower is...
I don't even know why we did this. There's no way you can beat this.
Oh, okay. So what do you got there, Clifford?
Mine is the Coachella lineup. Can turn to steel.
Okay, all right.
And they can also steal the opponent's abilities with a touch.
Ooh. This is going to be really weird. Well, you are fighting an assassin whose top half is the devil, who can duplicate one opponent's attribute. So he can also turn to steel, which means your secondary power is worthless because it's a power you already have. And because it's an assassin mixed with the devil, I'm assuming he's already very familiar with the Coachella lineup. So he understands their vices, their problems, and he's gonna play to that. He's going to stalk them and go all Assassin's Creed style. And as soon as they go to grab their heroin or whatever their drug of choice is, he's gonna flick his wrist and all steel is gonna come out, and it's gonna be steel through steel puncture wounds right across the throat.
You can't beat hundreds. You can't beat hundreds of motherfuckers that might be the devil as well.
But this is an assassin. He is hiding in plain sight.
I don't even have to name some of these motherfuckers.
So this is a volume game. But see, Coachella's a very busy place. The devil's just going to walk around in silence as an assassin.
He didn't say he was fighting at Coachella. You just got to see the lineup.
Even more to the point then, they're doing their drugs in their house, drug time, and the devil is literally waiting in the rafters.
Nah, this could be
flying down from above, and flink, ching.
Can't get them all. Can't get them all.
One at a time, Cliff. Just like any other race. One at a time.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's hundreds of these motherfuckers. So I guarantee somebody touches your ass while you touching somebody else's ass. So they finna be swooping on you now. It's a whole bunch of flying motherfuckers around this bitch. Whole bunch of flying, singing motherfuckers playing tag out there is what it turns into.
Oh.
Nah, the devil done. The devil's alive.
All right. Well, we're gonna throw this one to the audience. By the way, the Reitz is judging in the chat.
Is she?
And she's got the T-Rex over Abraham Lincoln.
Ain't no way.
Chuck Norris over Chuck over the over the mirrored Spartan. I'm curious to hear what she says about the assassin, the devil assassin, versus the Coachella lineup.
I got power in numbers. Abraham Lincoln controlling the machines, controls everything, controls all AI. iRobot is now real.
But aren't they beholden to the 3 laws? I guess not if Abraham Lincoln's controlling them.
Right. What you mean?
They're not sentient at that point.
And we're not in their land anymore. Half of these AI died at sea. Cause they wasn't coming here. They jumped off the boat.
And the Reitz with the devil always wins.
That motherly love.
You know, I don't want to hear it, considering every time we've ever played Cards Against Humanity in real life together with her, you two are the ones on the same page for everything.
Well, that's because we was on the same team.
All right, we'll do one more of these, and then we'll see if we can figure out something else to wrap the show up with.
Yeah.
Oh no, I accidentally peeped one of yours there.
I don't care if you see shit.
All right, let's see. Oh goodness. All right, I've got mine. I do have to say that I am throwing away the card Narcoleptic, and it was really hard for me to throw that away because you're my co-host. But I know that that's your superpower, and I just didn't feel right using it.
Nobody does that better than me. The bottom one says bottom half is blank, so I'm assuming I can make that up. But
it says play another character card from your hand. So you pick one, and then the bottom half is one of the other cards.
Oh, I see what they're saying.
That was mine in the last one, the assassin, but the top half was the devil.
Then they're not an assassin.
What?
They're not an assassin. You just got quick feet, motherfucker. That's all that is. You just got a fast foot devil. He tried to rock me to sleep. So I almost fell for that shit. This nigga said an assassin, bottom half assassin. This nigga is just got ninja pants on with shoes with toes in them. That's all that is.
All right, what do you got, sir? What are we keeping?
This is a weird one, Joe. This is a very weird one to end with. I'm going to go with the side two.
These two?
Closest to you.
These two.
Hell no, I ain't using that bottom half.
This one and this one? All right, and your additional superpower is
Oh.
all right. So, in the final battle of the evening, we have a boy band made of lava that can turn into any vehicle. This is a fucking transformer boy band made of lava.
A group of hot Power Rangers. That's what that sounds like.
It's gonna be me. And then they're gonna run your ass over with lava.
I might have to retreat.
What do you got?
I got MacGyver armed with an impenetrable shield with a sonic scream.
I don't know that the sonic scream is going to do anything against the boy band because I'm pretty sure that's an inherent boy band trait. So
I agree with that.
I'm not sure that's going to be something that's going to play a factor in this super fight.
Yeah, no, I would retreat with this one.
You tapping out?
Yeah, because I don't care what guy MacGyver can concoct and create. It ain't nothing gonna stop you from lava.
The floor is lava, and that is the game. So that's what I had for tonight. I just wanted to do something to break it up a little bit. Trying to think of other things. What else you got? Anything else you want to talk about tonight? We still got...
I don't know, but I will critique this game.
All right, let's hear the critique on the game.
I feel like this is the first generation of it.
Maybe.
Because
you might be
I don't
right.
think they have the kinks quite
ironed out. Like they're trying to do too much with it.
And the only reason why I say that is because you put like nonsensical things in there, right? And the fight is what makes it like you're taking away from the creativity, right? Because the winner of a fight is completely different than the, imagination of adding funny ones together.
Right.
So it's like you're basically wasting ammo by giving me ones that would be funny, but I'm not going to win the fight.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I think too, like that's part of, I mean, this is one of those like party games, right? Like this is a Cards Against Humanity type game where the intent is to just have fun and drink. And I think that if you were with a live audience and you were making people laugh hysterically, maybe they pick you regardless of whether or not you won the fight.
But then that's not the game.
I agree.
That's why I say the kinks. I don't think the kinks are ironed out. I don't think that they're not on to something. I do think that you're on to something there, but you just haven't quite gotten it right.
Yeah, and maybe there's a new iteration.
Maybe I should show these motherfuckers how to do it.
What's funny is this is Skybound, which is a company that actually, the aforementioned Kristian Harloff and the movie Trivia Schmodown were under the Skybound label as well.
Okay, well, this is what we about to do then. I'm about to buy a blank deck of cards
and see what you can come up with.
Yep, and I'm gonna make my own game, and I'm gonna give it to you.
All right.
And email Kristian Harloff and say we just shitted on that dumbass game that you just made. Text us back if you're interested on hopping in and investing.
He wasn't the one that made that one, but
well, we just
they all just work for Skybound.
Invested in and put your name on.
That's
now
funny.
Let's see if you want to put your name on a better one.
Do you think we could do? I'm trying to think like us doing a round of Cards Against Humanity, like. And we just call it, we trying to get canceled. And see which one of us can put down the most cancelable card to go with the topic card.
Oh, you know that. I mean, we already know who's getting canceled.
I feel like we could do that if we had like 3 or 4 folks on the show. We could do like a Cards Against Humanity night. Again, something just to break things up a little bit here and there.
Right. No, yeah, I can see that. I mean, I guess the question would then become, how is it working? You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you mean? How's it working? Like,
we would all have to be in studio for that.
Yeah, probably. Or we could set it up like this.
But there's no way that you would be able to fit 4 people's cards in the screen without us seeing them as well.
Well, you could do it kind of the same way. Like, if you and I were here and we were playing with 2 other people. So all I did for this was I had my phone logged in, and that's what was pointed at your cards. And, like, yes, if I really stared at them, I could read what your cards were, but, like, I didn't really read your cards at all. Like, I don't know what you threw away, what you kept. I'm saying
unless you were to turn off each one of their screens and show them individually.
Well, and I think we could say that that's the rule. Like, you can do that on Zoom. You can hide specific participants or pin a certain video to the top.
Right,
you know what I mean?
That's what you would have to do. And even still, I feel like there would be a lot of time in between turns.
I mean, there could be, but if you have the right group of people, you can fill dead air like while things are being dealt out and that kind of stuff.
No, I agree. I mean,
it's worth a shot.
There's a way.
The Reed's chiming in with she wants us to play Cliff's version of the game.
You gotta give me some time. I gotta think on it.
I'm trying to think if there are other.
I don't think that would be hard to do, though. I think that the whole card game, the way that things are currently, like, I feel like it could be innovated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like right now, I feel like people are biting off other people's styles.
Yeah, like that right there feels very Cards Against Humanity.
Right, all of them do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will admit to making games based off of Cards Against Humanity.
No doubt.
And don't get me wrong, if I were to make a game, it would have a similar vibe. But again, it can be innovated.
Yeah. Well, speaking of card games, my son could not wait to tell me when I picked him up from his mom's yesterday that he played bullshit for the first time.
For real?
Yeah.
That's always fun.
And mom tried to call it liar, but then I guess while they were playing, both her and her friend could not bullshit. Help but yes, exactly.
Yeah, you can say bullshit. You gotta be able to say bullshit. It's part of the game. Can't play liar. What is that? That's life.
Amen. I didn't argue with it. I'm just waiting for the phone calls when Andrew wants to play bullshit with all his friends.
Right, and you know that game gets loud.
Right.
Somebody's going to hear y'all little cussing ass kids.
Be like, all right, you guys can play it at my house.
Right. That's it.
But if you guys say it in front of your parents after you play it at my house, you're not allowed back over.
There it is. Because that's a game where it's hard not to continue the use of the term.
Right.
It's almost like the game is teaching you how to recognize when somebody is bullshitting.
Right, no doubt.
So when you see it, even as a child, that thought passes your mind like bullshit.
That's another one we could play with a live crowd. Just do it with 2 decks. I think that's the thing with that game is like you can play probability and odds pretty quickly in that game.
Right.
So it's like unless you're playing with 2 or 3 decks.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. No, I agree with you there. I would need to touch up on my rules. I just know bullshit when I see it.
Well, I mean, isn't it just like you put down cards in sequential order and you say how many you're putting down, and somebody can call you on it? Like, I feel like that's all the game is. So you start with an ace, 1 ace, 2 2s, 1 3, 4 4s.
Okay, it might be starting to sound.
I like it.
It's sounding sound.
That's what I need. I need a good, like, card night. A couple of drinks and cards. Like our yard game tourney the other day. Come over.
Man,
do Cards Against Humanity, and
I know it's just getting hotter, but
well, that's where I'm like inside, especially because like tomorrow it's gonna be like thunderstorms all day. I'm like, I am going to be in the house with the kiddo. We are gonna play video games probably half the day. What can I do to break that up?
I might swing through.
So if any of the other fools are around, and you want to step in on you don't know Jack or card game night.
Yeah, I don't got nothing going. These motherfuckers still itch.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Almost been a year and these motherfuckers still itching.
Probably sunburn if you ever went outside.
Nah.
You looking yellow as Malcolm right now. I'm just gonna say it. You need some vitamin D in your life, Cliff.
Nah, you looking at me with them white eyes. I always have more tone than Malcolm. I might be light, but I got tone.
Oh man. Well, sir, what else we got? Anything?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
I mean, I guess it fits. Britney Spears got smacked the other day.
By who?
By Victor Wembanyama security. You didn't hear about that?
No, I did not.
I gotta send you the video. And this is one thing I do want to say.
How you gonna smack Brit?
And I want to say it to. I just want to say it to all white folks filing police reports. Just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the time to start playing up the situation, right? And now Jamie Foxx is in a coma type shit. Like, just keep it to what you know happened.
Right. So why did Brit get smacked?
So here's the sequence of events. I wake up this morning, right?
Me, baby, one more time.
And listen, you hear what I'm saying?
Did he? He hit her more than once, huh?
No, he only hit her once. He only hit her once. And I'm not going to say it was justified. But I'm not going to say he did anything wrong either based on...
Based on your awareness of knowledge of the situation.
Right, let me explain.
See, what happened
I wake up,
right?
I see a news bulletin on World Star, and it says Britney Spears gets smacked to the ground by Victor Wembanyama security, right? So the news is reporting it, and they say that smacked her glasses off and smacked her to the ground. They said that she was running up to get an autograph. Well, first of all, and they even said it in the news report that Victor Wembanyama was getting swarmed by people in Vegas because it's summer league going on.
Yeah.
And his security was, holding him back. After everybody's dispersed, here comes Britney Spears' ass running up to tap him from behind.
They didn't realize it was Brit.
That's exactly what it was. And you could tell that the dude wasn't even trying to smack her. What happened was she was tapping on it. He was trying to knock her hand
An errant elbow.
And she didn't come close to hitting the ground. Might have smacked her glasses off. But it wasn't even like he caught her like that. Like he had his hand this way.
Like Will Smith, like Will Smith smacking.
Right,
Chris
right. Will Smith me that. I'm just saying, if you look at the video, my wife's name out, he wasn't aiming at her face. He was trying to stop her arm from hitting him, and he just so happened to
knock her glasses off.
Yeah, I'm sure it made contact with her face, but like they explained it, like I'm thinking like the nigga like turned around and like bitch. Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. And I guess they even said in the news shit, they was like, and then the manager came over to Brittany later and was like, you know, I apologize, but you know how it is when, you know, you're getting swarmed by a lot of people. And she filed a police report after that.
Come on, Brett. That's unnecessary. But I mean, people are talking. But people are talking about Britney Spears right now. So there you go.
You feel embarrassed. You feel what I'm saying, and you feel like you're somebody.
Right. Hate to break it to you, Brit. You're not anymore. Sorry.
I'm saying
we own now.
I'm saying regardless, like you know, like judge off the intent, and motherfuckers didn't intend to do you like that. First of all, you shouldn't have bounced your ass over there like in. I'm not gonna say that. No, I am gonna say that so it's not, you know, inserted by other people's minds. But you bounced over there like a druggie.
Yeah.
And then you try to tap this man from behind, like. Understand that you put yourself in a situation. You of all people should know.
Right.
How security does to people just running up.
Well, I would agree with that statement. And I understand
you think you're Britney, so you have the ability to bypass a lot of that shit, but only from the front.
Right. They'd have to see it was you.
Right. And his young ass might not even recognize you.
Right, because I'm sorry, Brett. You lived a hard life.
I mean, it ain't about hard. I just don't know, like, what youngins is listening to Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Yeah, probably not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
true.
I just don't know. And I know that wasn't, she had some bangers back in the day.
She did. Toxic
her name
is
doesn't
fire.
Pop up on youngins' radar.
My favorite... outside of the Baby One More Time video. My favorite Britney Spears memory is our class vice president at my all boys high school is doing morning announcements and his cell phone goes off and it's Toxic from Britney Spears.
You are stupid as shit. Oh Lord.
Man.
Listen, I mean, you said it, right?
All right, top 5 Britney Spears songs, go.
You gotta put the Hit Me in there.
Yeah.
You said it. That Toxic is something. What's that? You Drive Me Crazy or whatever.
You Drive Me Crazy. That was actually from the movie You Drive Me Crazy.
I don't know nothing about that.
With Melissa Joan Hart. My other favorite 90s blonde.
Who?
Melissa Joan Hart. Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh, okay. Do I know any other Britney songs?
Well, you did one earlier, and it's Britney, bitch.
Oh, that's the song?
I mean, I can't remember what the song is, but whatever that one is.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that one.
That shit weak.
Oops, I Did It Again. I'm a Slave for You.
Oh, that's different. That's different than the Hit Me Baby. I don't know why I thought they was the same song.
Oops, I Did It Again. See, here's the problem, is that You Drive Me Crazy, the video was very much like the movie. Hit Me Baby One More Time was the schoolgirl outfit.
That's the only one I remember seeing.
Oops, I Did It Again is her in that like all red leather suit. Baby, I'm a Slave for You was what she wore to the VMAs, that like skin colored top where she had the snake around her.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I remember them by her outfits.
Nah, I mean, that's
back
fair.
when MTV still played videos.
That's very fair. I mean, she has some slappers. Like,
I feel like you gotta go Toxic. You gotta do Hit Me Baby One More Time. I think it's called Britney's Back. It's Britney, bitch, or I'm Back, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
And then I never liked I'm a Slave for You. Like, I just don't like that.
Yeah, no. I wasn't really a big fan of that either.
Oops, I Did It Again. I might have to put on there just for the video.
What's that?
Oops, I Did It Again is the one at the end, like, is her in the red leather get up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. But I thought she threw it into the ocean at the end. I went down and got it for you, baby. Oh, that's a shame.
Okay. I don't know nothing about that.
Baby, my heart got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby, oops, I did it again.
I mean, I know the song. I must not have never seen that video.
You're missing out.
Listen, all the 106 in Park and CRL and all that shit I watched, I would have thought I caught that. I didn't get that. That I was not present there for that.
So I might be able to come up with 5 Britney songs, but I don't know. I can put them in the top 5.
I mean, that they gotta be top 5.
If those are the 5 you remember, fair.
And you had to help me out with the last 2, so shit.
What about? Could you do it for Christina?
Genie.
Genie in the Bottle. That's
she
good.
redid that Mirror.
Yeah.
She
or Reflections. Reflections.
Yeah, whatever that's called.
Real Lady Marmalade.
I don't know if that's hers though, but you could put that on there.
Dirty. Dirty was a good video. It was like her comeback one after she disappeared after her first album.
I think I can remember the video. I don't know if I can remember the song.
Come on over. Come on over, baby.
Oh yeah, nah. She had some bangers, I guess.
She did.
I can't. Yeah, no.
I think I got to 5 there. Genie in a
that
Bottle.
Was 3.
Come on over, baby. You got to count Lady Marmalade because she makes that song.
That was 4.
Reflections and Dirty.
Yeah, I guess that's 5.
I can do more for her than I can, or just as many for her as I can Britney. And the other one that always comes into my mind when we're talking about these songs, Shakira, Shakira. Girl, I never knew that you could dance like this.
I don't think that they was in the same generation.
Oh no, I think Shakira came like a couple years later, but
yeah,
those songs are all kind of linked in together.
You know them. They came from like the Mickey Mouse Club and shit.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Hips Don't Lie was like the second or third run for Britney and Christina. But Shakira was around before that. It's just she didn't have as much popularity in the States.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
But that hips don't lie. Whew. Wyclef.
She can move, but
oh no, it's I'm with you.
she can move. What was that song she did with Beyonce? This Sound in My Body or something?
Something like that.
No, that's
the
what
line
they say.
from
Hips don't lie. It's can't see it. I can see it. I just can't think of it.
Can't think of it.
Yeah, that was and whoever shot that video was that was a good video. It was a good video, and it's eerie how much they
Beautiful Liar.
Beautiful Liar. Okay. All
right. You brought up Beyonce. One last top songs. Destiny's Child top songs.
Oh, I don't know if I could do Destiny's like that.
You couldn't?
Oh. I thought she was gonna say Beyonce. Destiny's Child.
Do you remember? Because I think you were still there. Maybe you had left by that point. Do you remember being in Mrs. Strange's class and the whole class breaking into Dark Child 99? Say my name, say my name.
No, I don't.
Dude, it might have been 8th grade and we were just in hers for math class or something. But the whole class broke into it. So Say My Name. Say My Name is definitely up there. Yeah. I like Jumpin', but only because of the remix. The So Def remix.
No, that's alright. I like that. I don't know if you could really. I mean, you got to give it to them, but I don't think I think an honorable mention would have to go to that Soldier. Just because, the Lil Wayne and the T.I. that was hot. But I don't know if it's...
I'm the hottest around.
I mean, Bills was a good song, but I don't really... I wouldn't say that I like it. It was just... grooming these young hoes.
Right, to expect too much. Listen. Almost as bad as TLC and No Scrubs.
And it took him 20 years later to hold a mirror up to the... I'm just playing. Oh, shit.
All right, man. Anything else?
Listen, all I'm saying is this game is going to mean a lot more in 3 years, and you see how much damage these motherfucking AI do. And you going to turn to me one day when everything's in shambles and on fire, and you going to say, Abraham Lincoln.
We needed him.
He'd have had that.
Oh man, do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell him to troll. Love everybody. Peace out, fools.